What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is not going to be about fish whatsoever. I know I've got a big fish tank behind me with loads of fish in it, but it's not going to be about fish whatsoever. Today's video is going to be about me and my health. I've been having some issues the last couple of years or so with my sinuses, my stomach and things like that. So my main symptoms are I have to keep swallowing all the time. I don't know if you've noticed in some of the videos, I do swallow a lot, I cough, I have a gag reflex, I've got all sorts of symptoms. My throat gets full of phlegm, I get snotty all the time, and it's been really hard for me to actually film quite a lot of videos, especially when I go around other people's houses. I have to basically carry a bottle of water around me all the time, just to get whatever's in my throat, trying to get it back down. So basically what I've got, the last probably 3 years now, I've had all these symptoms, and I've been going to the doctors about it constantly, non-stop. Well, not non-stop, but every couple of months, and nothing's got better. Still got the symptoms, this, that and the other. What can you do about it? I see ENT specialists about my symptoms and stuff, and nothing's changed. In the past 3 years, it's just been going on and on and on. And if I'm honest with you, it's getting worse and worse and worse. I've completely changed my diet. I've cut loads of stuff out of my diet. I've limited alcohol massively. I used to drink quite a fair bit. I don't eat chocolates, I don't eat things like that. But yeah, my main symptoms are constantly swallowing all the time. I've always got phlegm in my throat. I get a snotty nose. I get a sore throat a lot. I mean, like once a week. You generally feel ill a lot of the time. And obviously when you're like this, you do your own research, and I've researched loads of it over the last few years, and I've got a thing called silent reflux, or LPR they call it. So what it basically is, I've actually got another thing as well which I need to explain. What it basically is, it's acid in your stomach which comes up, and it's your body trying to neutralise the acid, try and protect the throat, so it's creating loads of phlegm, which is why I'm having all this phlegm all the time. But I went to see a specialist about 6 weeks ago. I paid actually to go and see a specialist because it was driving me absolutely up the wall. So I went to go and see this specialist at Spire Hospital, and the first thing he said to me, talked about all my symptoms and stuff, and he said, from my experience, you sound like you've got a hiatus hernia. So what hiatus hernia basically is this that I'll show you. So I don't know how well you can see that there. Can't really see it. Basically, you've got a tube called the esophagus which goes down into your stomach. And hiatus hernia is basically your stomach is burst through and gone into your esophagus, basically. So you've got a valve there called the LES, which is a valve that basically stops the acid and stuff from coming up from your stomach. Okay, stops all the irritation and stuff. So when you eat, your food goes down, it closes. But my valve is constantly open because my stomach is protruding through that. So I'm constantly getting acid come up, but I never get the symptom of acid reflux in my throat or anything like that. I just get the phlegm and the sore throat and stuff. So it's really hard to explain to a normal doctor what's going on. You know, they just think you've got a sinus problem, because I kept going back to the doctors all the time, and they were basically giving me nasal sprays after nasal sprays, Gaviscon, and this, that and the other. I tried absolutely everything. I spent so much money on things and nothing helped. And a lot of doctors said there's nothing wrong with you. And it was driving me absolutely up the wall. And I'm a really healthy guy normally. You know, I'm really chirpy, chat to everyone and stuff, but it's really getting me down. And in the end, I went to go and see a specialist. So he said the first thing we do is do an endoscopy, I think it's called. So basically what it is a camera, a long camera that goes all the way down your throat. Now you're awake when this happens. I had some spray into my throat and I actually got sedated a little bit, but I was still awake, I knew what was going on. And the guy basically found a hernia in my stomach, so which was creating can you see what I'm doing right now? So it was creating the acid to come back up my throat. See how annoying these symptoms are. They're really annoying, especially with YouTube. I'm trying to film these videos all the time, and it's really hard for me to film these videos because I'm like coughing in the background. I'm trying to swallow whatever it is to go down. And another thing, it makes your food come back up your throat. It's it's really not very nice, put it that way. So to cut a long story short, it is Sunday evening right now. I've actually just filmed a video in the fish room of doing all my maintenance on my tanks because I'm going in for an operation tomorrow. It's quite a serious operation. It's about 2.5 hours, 3 hours long. So I've got to be there at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So what they're basically doing, they've got to do 5 incisions through your abdomen. One of them's a camera, I'm pretty sure, which goes through your belly button. I think the 4 are for the little tweezers and stuff. I can't remember what they call them. They're basically going to sort your stomach out and stuff like that. And then you've got a tube that goes down your throat to help you breathe. And then I think there's another tube which goes down there to blow your stomach up so they can work on your stomach basically. But what they've got to do, they've got to obviously get that working and going, get the machine going. And then they've basically got to pull my stomach back through where it should be, tie my stomach back round my esophagus to close up the LES, the valve, which will stop the acid coming up. Basically kind of like staple it or stitch it to the esophagus. I don't fully know, this is just me reading things and stuff like that. And it stops the acid coming back through the valve. And then they basically got to fix my valve to stop all the acid coming back up. So it's a lot of work, but I'm hoping it's going to cure me completely. And obviously they've got to fix the hernia. So the hernia is basically getting the stomach pulled back through. There are lots of other videos on YouTube. I'm not the best at explaining things all the time, but I just wanted to put this video out there because there are a lot of people on YouTube who have had this surgery before, and there are a lot of people, I've searched all over Google and stuff, there are a lot of people that are suffering from the same symptoms and stuff. And I'm sure there are people out there who will watch this video and they will go, oh my God, I've got all them symptoms and it's driving me up the wall, absolutely crazy, and no one listening to me, none of the doctors listen to you. So yeah, this is just a video for that. Like I said earlier, it's not fish related, but it's just a video to explain what I've been going through the last few years. It's been really hard, if I'm honest with you, and it's really been getting me down. So tomorrow, 12 o'clock, I've got to be at Spire. They'll probably start the operation about 3 o'clock. Obviously, I'm getting completely put to sleep. It's the first time I'm going to be put to sleep, so it's going to be really weird. My wife said she's going to bring the camera into the hospital and actually film me when I come out of surgery. So that's going to be funny. I'll probably be still drugged and stuff. But and then obviously once it's done, I'll show you what I've had done on my stomach and stuff, what scar you get from it and stuff like that. But I just thought it'd be quite an interesting video for everyone to watch, and I just want to explain, because I've mentioned in the video before, another video, that I was having a operation done. So I wanted to explain in this video basically what it is. And the operation is called a nissen fundoplication hiatus hernia, it's basically called. So like I explained earlier, if you want to research it, you can research it on Google. There's loads of stuff about it. Now, lots of people get hiatus hernias. I think like 50% of people will get them in their lifetime, but I think only like 5% will get symptoms from them. Some people live their whole lives with them and don't have any symptoms from it. But I'm just one of the unlucky ones. I've got symptoms from this hiatus hernia. It's probably from all the heavy lifting I do at work, and obviously I do a fair bit of gym work and stuff every now and then. So it's probably from all that over the last few years. But yeah, I'm really hoping tomorrow, when I have this operation done, all these really annoying symptoms I've got right now will go. Because I've took loads of stuff, drugs and stuff, which the doctors have prescribed me over the years, and nothing's happened, nothing's helped. Another thing as well, which confused it massively, another doctor diagnosed me with a dust mite allergy, because obviously I deal with dust and stuff at work all the time. I actually ripped my carpets up in my house, put timber flooring down because I thought it was that. Nothing helped. I've still got a really snotty nose and stuff. So if someone's been diagnosed you out there with a dust mite allergy and you've got all these symptoms, don't rule it out yet. It might not be that, but obviously get the dust mite allergy under control. But yeah, let's see how this surgery goes on. Touch wood, I'm going to be absolutely fine. I'm sure I will. I'm in really good hands. And yeah, I'll let you know on this video. I'll film it after. And I'll let you know how I got on. It'll probably be about 3 or 4 days after, because obviously I'm going to be a bit groggy and stuff. But yeah, guys, let's find out how I get on. Right, I'm in hospital now. I've got all the gear on. Got these lovely night Prestos ready to go. And I've got this thing up by my male bit, which is sort of...
It's like a nappy.
It's like a nappy, yeah. I can't really show you. But But yeah, we're ready to go now. Pretty nervous, but hopefully
you'll be fine.
Next few hours it's all done. Okay, everyone, it's the morning after. Had a little bit of sleep last night. Don't feel too good. I got some real bad pains in my shoulders here, where I think it's where all the air's come up from when they pump my stomach up. I've got these plasters all over my stomach, but I'll show you them when I get back home. So, but at least it's all done now. I went down to the theatre about 7 o'clock last night, and it's now 8:15 the next morning. So yeah, over 12 hours now. But yeah, I'm hoping to go home tomorrow. So it's now Friday, so I had the surgery done Monday evening. Everything's been alright. I've got a sore tummy from where they went through with the incisions and stuff, because obviously it's laparoscopy, I think they call it. It goes through like these little cameras and stuff, and there's little tweezers and bits and bobs. I don't really fully know, but there was 5 incisions on my tummy, so they look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all still pretty sore, and I'm still really bloated at the moment, because you can't really burp like you used to. It sort of comes out the other end, but yeah, really strange. I've still got the swallowing thing, I'm not going to lie to you, but I think everything is inflamed at the moment, and it's got to calm down. My throat is still really inflamed, obviously where the camera was, and all that sort of stuff. So I'm still swallowing, I've still got the post-nasal drip and stuff. My nose is a lot clearer, I've noticed. But yeah, the diet is quite strange. The next 2 weeks I'm on a liquid diet. So that means soups, purees, jelly, yogurts, lots of things like, yeah, watery stuff basically. I can't have carbonated drinks, so I can't have, I'm sorry, I just watched my datnoid chasing the other datnoid around. I can't have carbonated drinks, so I can't have beer and things like that, which is really annoying, but obviously I'm going to have to just take it easy for now. I can't do a lot of lifting and things like that. I'm normally always on the go doing lifting things and going out to the gym, lifting at work and stuff, so I'm not doing that at the moment. But yeah, it's really hard, it's been really hard. I've been at home for the last 3 days now, and I'm not one of them sort of blokes who can just sit around, so I get really agitated and I have to be doing something. But you do have to tell yourself you can't do these things that you used to do. But like I said, I've still got the swallowing thing, I've still got the post-nasal drip in my throat, and I've got this flap of skin at the back of my throat. It's obviously where the camera's been, and it literally feels like there's a flap of skin like this in my throat. But you've got a thing called, I can't remember what it's called, it's like a teardrop at the back of your throat, and I think it's just mine's inflamed, that's all it is. But it should settle down obviously in the next few days, and I think the surgery does take a while for it to start showing all the good signs and that, because everything's inflamed at the moment. My stomach's been pulled about, changed into a different place. My throat's been inflamed with cameras and tubes and whatever down there. My stomach's all inflamed, so you've got to give things time. But yeah, the diet at the moment is still like no citric stuff, no tomatoes and things like that, which I've obviously cut out for the last few years. Caffeine, I can't have caffeine whatsoever at the moment. So yeah, I've cut all the normal stuff out still, but I've still got this annoying swallowing thing, but I'm really hoping it clears up in the next few days or few weeks or whatever, as long as it goes. But yeah, that is the nissen fundoplication, I'm pretty sure it's called. Like I said, this video is not fish related whatsoever, it's just all about my health and what I've been going through the last few years or so. But yeah, that is it. I don't know what else to say about it. I may do another update video on this if you guys want to see that. I know my channel's all to do with fish and this is completely different, but it might be interesting for you guys to see, because I'm sure there are other people out there with the same symptoms as me and stuff, and they're really confused what's going on, because a lot of people think, oh, it's your sinuses, but at the end of the day it can be your stomach. There's lots of things, it's all connected. But anyway guys, thanks for watching the video as always. Like and subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell, and keep it real everyone.